Yeah, Press and I have been together a long time, and how does anybody in this league gain experience if I don't trust them to do something, right? And he's been ready for this. He's been preparing for this. He's smart. He's well thought out. Great game plans. And this decision also went back into last year, where I did the first half, he did the second half of every football game last year. So I have a lot of confidence in him. Some of our biggest comeback wins were him calling plays in the second half last year. So, well, I thought it went great from a play calling standpoint. We have to execute better, right? There's just too many mistakes, too many little things that flared up offensively that cost us to either stay on the field or, keep the football. We can't make the turnovers that we did, and so things that we can control, we have to do a better job, at doing. All of us have to be accountable, including myself there.
You said that play callers can sometimes get stymied, yourself. If Press gets into that situation, or is this where you can jump back in and call plays, or is your plan to really not contribute to that?
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I've got a lot of faith in Press and a lot of confidence in him and what he's done in our past, and we're 1-0 with him.
Your overall assessment, despite the mistakes you mentioned, getting out of week 1 and win.
I think it's huge. I mean, we haven't done so well down here, in obviously in past history, and I thought the guys battled for 4 quarters. They played hard. They played tough. The things that we can clean up are obviously we will, in all 3 phases. But it was that type of football game. I've been around this league a long time to know that you go on the road, division opponent, it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a battle. And, my hat's off to our guys in that locker room for sticking it out for the 4 quarters and pulling this one out.
Can you talk about how important Jamal Agnew's return was, the 47-yarder?
Yeah, it was obviously I think he got a great hop, a great bounce off the turf, but just he's so smart. We got a lot of confidence in him, and obviously give him the freedom to make those decisions because he usually does the right thing. So great return. We had some great blocks there, and really set us up in good field position.
Calvin's debut for you guys in the regular season, how do you feel about that? Obviously, his production is pretty good, but from your vantage point.
Yeah, overall, without really looking at the tape, just kind of going back on memory, I thought he did some really nice things. Had a couple explosive plays there, and the touchdown off the kind of the scramble, and I thought he really did a good job. Things we can clean up, but overall, pretty good for us, and just one of the weapons that Trevor can use.
Talk before about the running game being something to stick where they say we're going to get
It's what you have to do that, and you got to continue to stick with that. And again, it's Phil Rauscher, the O-line coach, obviously Press, and the offensive staff just trusting in that and sticking with to our guns as far as the run game goes. And TJ, heck of a run, bouncing it out to the outside there and finishing that, and then Tank's big run inside the 5 I thought was just a great run, for him to get us the first down there and eventually score. So, you just got to stick with it, trust the guys, and you get runs like that.
Hey, Doug, speaking of Tank, there was that weird play where Trevor was called for a fumble and maybe Tank didn't really realize it, and then the Colts ended up getting a touchdown out of it. But then Tank comes back and scores a go-ahead touchdown. Did you or anybody else kind of give him a little bit of extra boost after the touchdown?
Those. It's interesting because if you go in there and ask every offensive player right now, they'll tell you exactly what we talk about on Thursdays, and we talk about getting on every loose ball. And for some reason, we all kind of froze. And it's obviously a learning moment, for Tank, for the offense, for the guys, but for a young player to come back like he did and have those tough runs, late in the game, I think is a credit to him and the ability to, shake off a negative play.
Sheriff tried to come back in, and what was he kind of fighting through?
Yeah, I think it's his right ankle. He was evaluated on the sideline. He said he could probably go, but just, couldn't brace and anchor and all that kind of stuff. So, you don't want to risk anything further. We'll evaluate him, obviously, when we get back, and I'll probably have an update for you tomorrow further.
Defensively, it seemed like a lot of good things. What did you see out of your defense?
I thought some great things. We knew coming in that this quarterback, Anthony Richardson is a big, strong, powerful guy, and he showed that a little bit today. But I thought our defense really held in there, did a nice job getting them off the field on third down. We kind of exchanged some fourth downs in the football game, which we have to get better at, and obviously none bigger than the goal line stand at the end of the game. But creating takeaways, we talk a lot about. They did that, and really kept us in this football game the whole day.
Josh Allen really was physical. It seemed like 3 sacks and had a nice tackle behind the line on run. What did you see out of Josh Allen?
Yeah, I thought Josh really came into this game, focused, energized, ready to get the season off, on the right foot for himself, played well. Again, like you said, played physical. And it was good to see. It was good to see from him, and obviously a leader of the football team and the defense, and just pleased by how he performed today.
What did you learn about your team in this first game? A game where, a lot of mistakes, right? But you guys were able to finish, showing that resiliency from your vantage point. What did you maybe gather about maybe your identity of this team early on?
Week 1 of the regular season, even week 2, week 3, you're still trying to figure out kind of who you are and what you want to be as a team. And you're not a well-oiled machine going into week 1, and that was obviously on display today. But this team, I learned a lot last year with this team, and playing for 4 quarters and learning how to finish, learning how to win. That showed up today. And that's a great sign, with our guys in that locker room that no matter what happens, I tell them all the time, there's going to be adversity in the game, right? You're going to give up scores, you're going to give up plays, whatever it is. There's going to be takeaways, all this kind of stuff, but it's just how you respond, and they just kind of picked up where they left off last year, with that, and put together a good 4-quarter game. All right. Thank you.